But now tell me about your
Yeah.
journey as a Chevening scholar. I was a Chevening scholar as well, 1 year before you. I think I might be the first pharmacist from Tanzania to get a Chevening scholarship. I'm not so sure about that, but somebody told me that. Okay, forget about that. But I just want to know, like, how did you come to realize about this opportunity? Now, because we can talk to other pharmacists. We have not seen so many pharmacists getting Chevening scholarship. I know, like, not five people, maybe three, four people. How did you come across Chevening Scholarship and how did you get it in short and how did it transform you? I have like a whole lot of testimony about my side, but because it's your session, I want to hear about you. How did it, first of all, how did you come across it? How did you get it? How did it transform you to be Hamisi you are today? Karibu.
Yeah. I think it's one of the best experience so far. So far, one of the best experience in terms of academic, in terms of the career journey, the Chevening experience. I would take that experience all over again if I have to. So I think for me, my journey, I think every journey that I took at some point, it's very interesting. So for Chevening, it's very interesting because it starts with completely strangers, like completely strangers, someone who I never came across. And this is because of putting yourself out there, showing your capacity, showing your dedication, and at some point, opportunity. When you go out, when you are prepared, it's when you meet the opportunity. So that's a thing that I believe in. So I was after finishing my undergrads, so I went to volunteer voluntarily to just learn the systems at Aga Khan Hospital. So I was there before the intern. So most of the students after that they were just waiting maybe for the internship, but I went there to start learning some of the system and everything. And going there because I was not, and I'm not. I think I'm not into clinical like just clinical. So I went to the Aga Khan with the chief pharmacist there, knowing that I'm more into public health. So he was using me more to organize public health events, the outreach and everything. And we successfully organized the patient safety day, which we talked about, safety of the patients as well as the proper use of medication, because that aligns well with the safety of the patients as our customers. In that event, it was a very big event, inviting WHO country representative, uh, a lot of stakeholders, pharma companies, and everything to see how Aga Khan is doing where it's doing what it's doing to ensure patient safety. And I was explaining to WHO representative, country representative, the way and everything, importance of making sure patient safety and medication safety and everything. And there was one of the Chevening alumni I didn't know at that time. Um, she was just listening, and she was, I think, few months in the country after completing the masters, global health masters. So she was listening to me, and she came asking like, "Who are you?" and everything. I was just introducing myself. I'm just a student completing my master, my undergrads, and yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, and that was all about it. And then we went on now to want to plan something else. And she was very interested. She was invited in the meeting, and in the introduction, I introduced myself. So I served as president of Tanzania Pharmaceutical Students Association. I did this. So that was the second encounter with her. And after that, she told me there is something fits what we are talking, like your journey. There are some people want it, like there's something which fits exactly what you are. So I was like, okay, what is it? And then she told me that this scholarship, I she did it and everything. So it was, for me, it was like, okay, I'm so new. It's just a fresh from university. I have to do my intern. So she told me like, no, there is no harm in trying. What's the worst outcome can it be? Like they will say no, and you move on doing your intern. No one will do anything to you. So it's worth taking a shot and everything. So I took it very lightly, because I have something else to do. I have an intern, and thinking about money again. thinking about internship money, the pay, as she want to take me away, and I have, a lot of money coming in front of me. So yeah, so I started to write those essays and everything, and she reviewed, and luckily I now got to be linked with you, knowing that okay, there is this another pharmacist who got the same scholarship, and there's this and this. So she was like linking me to many people, and she was so aggressive. I can say this. I said it to her, like she was so aggressive. At some point, I thought Chevening is paying alumni to recruit new students. She was so aggressive. I was like, no, these people are paid. These people, they definitely paid. Because no, she was like, every time calling, send me your essays so that I can review. So I'm sending you essays. I can go like in silent for a week, and she'll be calling a lot. I'll be ignoring. She'll be calling like she's getting money out of me. She was so excited. So from her, then I got to be linked with you, and then we started mentorship. It was very amazing to see how easily, and even you, the way you received me and the way you helped me, it was confirming that you are being paid. No way someone strange can just help you, can recruit you to go outside the country to get everything, and they are just getting nothing. No, that's can't be. So my belief, until I submitted my application, I was believing that alumni are being paid to recruit people, because I have tried some of the scholarship. There is no scholarship that's wants they like emphasize people to apply like Chevening. Like Chevening is like, it's like saying we have money, come take it. They're coming to you to force you to take the money and the opportunity. I was like, no, this can't be, because some of the scholarship they just went in silent. Like, you don't know when they opened. You just realize 1 week before and they're gone. No one is trying to force you to apply. But Chevening is like, you need to apply. So I did apply for Chevening, and for me, honestly, it was because I was going to start my intern. For me, it was like, take this, apply this time, because you get to know the system. And then after you finish your intern, that will be, you have now a very good time to do it properly. But I think it's something that has been in me for a long time. If I'm doing something, I'm not doing it like a trial, like I'm doing it fully. So I was like, no, if I'm doing it, I'm doing it fully. So it's not like I'm trying. So this, either I'm not doing it or I'm doing it fully. So I did it. It was like 3 weeks before or 2 weeks, I decided, okay, let me do it, because maybe this girl, we get paid, so I shouldn't, let her down. That scenario, like she get paid. And yeah, so I did it, and I got the results to go for the interview. We started doing the mock interview with you and many others. And there, I met another alumni. I think Dr. Victor. I don't know if you know Dr. Victor. Lusubilo Victor, they're friends. Dr. Victor and Victor, and he was so aggressive. We actually did a mock interview physically in his office. And that's also added to my belief that you guys are being paid. That cannot be, because I have never met the guy. She was just she introduced me to him, and he said, "Come to my office. We are going to do a mock interview, face to face, not like the one that I did with you, virtual." He was in the office, I went to his office, and we sat down and doing the mock interview, and he started to cancel everything. No, you shouldn't say this. He was so aggressive, and we have never met. And then I confirmed, okay, these guys are being paid. I'm just being recruited to go to UK. So yeah, so those experience for me were massive. That's why you can see what drives me to help more people. Like I experienced it, very intense mentorship from very strangers. So yeah, I went for the interview, and then the results, I was selected when I was actually doing my almost the end of my internship. And yeah, so that was my journey applying for the Chevening. And I think it's very interesting, more than the way I explained it, but the mentorship, it's a core of it. And the way Chevening alumni are so eager to help others to join the community. That's it's a very wonderful thing that I keep doing it to many applicants that are coming to join Chevening as well.
Yeah, I think you've mentioned about the aggressiveness that people have towards they head towards your application, and I would say I think the Chevening community is a very wonderful community. Ilusubilo also was one of people who were so much helpful to me. Even like 2 days ago, I think yesterday I was talking to him about something else. He's like many people in the Chevening community, they are very helpful, and I think just like what Chevening Scholarship does, they are interested in the value that is within a person. It's, there's a tendency whereby you don't get anything, but you just want something not to go unnoticed because it's too good, because it's too valuable. There's a value that you don't want to get, you don't want it to get lost. You understand? I think I never told you this. I don't know if I told you, but when I saw your aces for the first time, I said, this guy has got better aces than mine. So for me, I was like, my aces, if I compared the aces, I was like, my aces were like no more, this is fantastic. So I was like, this guy has to get the scholarship, like, something like that. I think the same thing, those people, they saw it in you. I mean, like that girl, she even knew you in person. So that's why she was like, she was so sure that that was opportunity for you, and of course that's what happened. You got it. You deserved it for sure. I came across many people. I've been mentoring people ever since until today, and there is a time I look at a certain application and I'm like, this person is a very good person. And I'm not saying this to make like look like some other applications are not as good as others, but that is how it is. And you happen subconsciously, it happens that you put much more focus on the best ones, because you say that, this should not get wasted. It's different to when you come across an application of somebody who just used ChatGPT. You understand? You'll not be so much serious about that person because you think as if they're not serious. So that's what happened. So congratulations for that. I'm glad that you got the scholarship. You had a best time of your life over there. Of course, for me as well, it has been one of the most the amazing opportunities in my life. And there is something similar between me and you. You got the scholarship before finishing your internship. And funny enough is I got another opportunity before even starting my internship. So when I just finished my B Farm, I got the exchange program for 1 year in Germany, and I didn't think twice. I went there. So at some
Yeah.
point, it was as if I was wasting time because my friends were doing internship back in Tanzania and I was in Germany. I was just enjoying my life there, traveling, you understand? But it helped me a lot. So when I came back, I was so much aggressive doing the internship and everything that I did, to the extent that the aggressiveness that I got after going there, that is what helped me even to have a very good portfolio when I was doing the Chevening application. So you come to realize like it's like a sequence of things which they get connected and they make who you are in the process. Yeah, that was me talking too much in your interview, in your session. Sorry for that. Now, I just want to jump into
No,
another
no,
question.
that's what I was saying. Like that's one of the very interesting thing. The way things are just arranged, like you being prepared to get something in the future.
Mhm.
Always, if you look back, you see things in a way that you are being prepared. And I think you had a lot of potentials going to Germany that allowed you
Mhm.
to get the Chevening scholarship afterwards.